Unemployment globally has become a major issue of concern to world leaders. The very large population that are not gainfully employed have continued to impact negatively on the financial and economic fortunes of countries. This situation and increase in the use of technology, as well as lack of specialized skilled knowledge in most developing countries, have invariably affected companies and industries, thus causing them to downsize their workforce in order to remain in business.
We are living in an age that 20 to 40, those are the energetic group of people in Nigeria. But you find out that the unemployment is so high, somebody went to school, he finished school, and he cannot get a job. And because of that, people can't take care of themselves, and before you know, they go into crime.
The challenge of survival has led many vibrant youths to engage in restive activities and sometimes are forced into crimes and other forms of illegal activities and many more. It is for this reason that countries try their best to have proper economic policies and programs to help change the ugly trend.
Smart Delta.
The Nigerian story appears more worrisome as available statistics for unemployed youths are startling, despite several attempts by successive governments to prefer a lasting solution. To avoid these pitfalls and upturn the negative developments which has also fueled insecurity, Governor Arthur Okowa'S of Delta State took the bull by the horn and adopted a paradigm shift. He identified skills acquisition and vocational training as a panacea for economic growth and development. 4 years down the line, the state has recorded an astronomical increase in the number of new entrepreneurs and business managers.
Whatever empowerment program we're doing for our youth to enable them to become entrepreneurs and to be able to stand on their own, we are going to do it times 3 of what we used to do. We're in a hurry to ensure that they are able to stand on their own, to have families of their own, and to also be able to be in a position to employ their fellow youths in their various enterprises.
Governor Okowa'S set in motion an effective policy which has delivered on its objective to diversify and build a self-reliant economy, providing prosperity to all Deltans as encapsulated in his SMART agenda. The strategies adopted brought into existence the Job Creation Office, which is saddled with the creation and implementation of multiple entrepreneurial programs. The sole objective is to raise new breed of leaders that will change the old narratives and give positive vibe to the state's economy.
Governor Okowa'S has intentionally proven to Deltans and to the world that he intentionally came prepared for good governance. What he has done so far in human capital development, jobs have been created. And the multiplier effect is that people have been employed. The labor force have been enhanced in the society. Deltans are happy for it, and it's really a smart government.
The scheme is in its 4th cycle and has engendered the training and empowerment of thousands of youths in different vocations ranging from decoration and events management, catering and confectionery, hairdressing, makeover and cosmetology, fashion design and tailoring, electrical installation including solar power, welding and fabrication, information and communication technologies ICTs, audio-visual services, plumbing, tiling, interlocking, block molding and upholstery.
He has invested so much in human capital because he believes that that's the only way to go, to enable and create opportunities for people to unlock their potentials.
The youth-friendly governor did not only provide the required trainings for various enterprises, he ensured the purchase and distribution of quality starter packs to give maximum profits to trainees at the end of their training.
This empowerment will go a long way because it's like a seed that we need to grow. Starting like this may be small, but I believe 2 years from now, you will hear my story.
Since I finished school, no work, nothing. But what I've been praying for long, that God have already answered me, that OKOWA'S did a great thing in my life.
I'm a graduate, but before this program, I don't have anything doing, but now it has started. I'm even earning money as I stand here talking now. I'm earning my own money in this business. If I'm giving this now, that means I will blow.
Through the prosperity agenda, the governor strategically is creating a new generation of Deltans who are not to be job seekers, but creators of jobs for themselves and others. Among such successful youths are Miss Oyude Edith, top choice fashion design in Udu local government area, Roseling Joserio, Rosefred World Decoration, Akboruna Mercy, a hairstylist also in Udu, and Trifina Etagene Ejiro, CEO Trifi Triumph Shoe Factory, Warri. They happily told Smart Delta crew their success stories. Hear them.
Since OKOWA opened this shop for me, I was very happy. Everybody called me OKOWA wife. I answered them because OKOWA do a lot of things in my life. The thing I cannot go by myself, I cannot produce for myself, but I have 4 people now under me. I'm training now. It's OKOWA doing. God sent OKOWA to come and help me.
With this setup pack that Governor OKOWA have just given me, making me to be a CEO of this company, making me to buy land for myself, I trained about 40 years now. I'm very, very happy. I pray that God should guide and protect our governor OKOWA for us so that I can able to do more than this.
I've been working in the streets, doing nothing, but now I have my own shop, making my own money. Some of my mates, they have told me, is it you that have this shop? I say yes. He said, it's very nice. How do you get it? I say it's from OKOWA Empowerment.
The vision of creating prosperity is indeed on course, as the first batch beneficiaries of government's empowerment scheme in 2015 are counting gains. Mrs. Frances Enyi has moved from a jobless graduate into a big-time poultry farmer. Today, she has realized her dream, providing skills for new trainees of Job Creation Office. She and her trainees tell their stories.
When the governor came on board with the dream of prosperity for all Deltans, and I saw it as an opportunity for my dream to come to reality. We were trained and I was empowered. I have trained up to 8 people. I promise him that the history of iFarm will be incomplete until his name is mentioned.
I don't learn from my madam. She just trained me free of charge without collecting anything from me. I'm going to train people as they trained me.
Her husband, Mr. Frank Enyi, is one of our indirect trainees. He is very happy about the passion and commitment of his wife in making a success of the governor's empowerment program.
I want to say a very big thank you to the governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. He has done very well. And I want to say that his slogan, prosperity for all Deltans. My wife is a living testimony.
From Agbor, where we met Frances, the SMART team traveled to Ozoro in Isoko North local government area, where Idogo Daniel, a plumber who has trained 6 persons for the Job Creation Office, is making the best of his acquired skills. The determined Daniel has in his profile several contracts which he successfully executed, and today he has expanded and has a sales outlet to his name.
I have been able to empower others. It has given me great joy. And those ones now has also tried to see how they can also improve on themselves and also train others. And that's a multiplier effect from the state government. And if we can get as much as the boys who are ready to learn, I will be ready to train more so that people could also be empowered the way I am.
The desire to bring you more of these testimonies took us to another stepreneur, Mrs. Uyeri Aroriwo. She was trained in tailoring, fashion and designing. Since her adventure into the fashion business in 2015, after training, she has expanded her scope of business to meet up with the high demand in both male and female wears.
All I can say to Governor Ifeanyi Okowa is thank you for all this he has done for me, because he has saved me, my family. from poverty.
Still under step skills, Edego Inakeno, also from 2015 batch, now has a product being processed for NAFDAC registration number. She has diversified her skills and production and is in the process of registering with the Standard Organization of Nigeria (SON) to enable her export her products.
God should bless Governor Okowa for making me somebody today, because after having this NAFDAC number, and I will be a big girl, I will supply my product to all these places. So I'm even planning after this NAFDAC, I want to do sun so that I can export my product like this fufu flour.
Smart Delta.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa'S they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa'S they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta make the youth say them highlight. Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta make the people say them cola. Empowerment for the farmers in Delta. Good and quality education in Delta. Well-equipped hospitals here in Delta. Peace and security in Delta.
To project these businessmen and women to the larger world, the Job Creation Office periodically organized STEP and YAGEP product exhibition and business fair, giving them the opportunity to meet new investors, market their products and services to the outside world. These youths are ever grateful for such rare opportunities. Professor Eric Agbor, the Chief Job Creation Officer, and his team attributes the successes of the program to the vision and support of the governor.
The governor of Delta State is succeeding in using the agricultural value chains to create jobs for youth in Delta State and develop and transform the agricultural landscape.
The agricultural sector and Yagapreneurs have continued to enjoy a pride of place in the Okowa-led government and have continued to grow in leaps and bounds in the last 4 years. Fish farmers, especially across the state, have received support ranging from fish fingerlings feed and export support and training. Through the PPSP, the Okowa-led government has provided loans, farm machineries, and many more incentives.
God will stir up the land to yield an increase, and that our farmers will prosper, even as all Deltans will prosper in Jesus' name. Amen.
Just recently, the Job Creation Office organized a fish processing training for trainees who would in turn train thousands of other young fish farmers.
We are training entrepreneurs, businessmen, other beneficiaries. So these ones who have been trained, they can pick 1 or 2 of them to come and train others. It's purely business. The market is there.
This can keep our youths engaged. It's good business. You may not even be growing fish to do this. You may just decide to be a processor. You go around farms, take up fish from people who may not be interested in drying. It's done. It's all part of the value addition chain.
The exercise provided an opportunity for trainees to learn new techniques and discoveries that will help maximize profit.
We learn different techniques, how to really manage the fish, the fish processing and everything. So especially if you're trying to go to a modern market, we're not really thinking on a smaller scale, more of a bigger scale, exporting.
I learned that you can use gas or you can use charcoal compared to the one that I've been using before.
I learned many things. It says that the one I used to do my own before, I will use cutlass to knock the head before it will die. But when I came here, I discovered that they use salt to kill the fish first. The difference between the cutlass and the salt is more easier for me to do.
It is also a fitting tribute to the Okowa-led administration that those with disabilities are not left out. Large numbers of persons living with disabilities, PLWDs, have benefited and are doing well in their endeavors.
It is a thing of joy that we have a governor who still remember people with disability. With this empowerment, we will go far in life. The truth is that we are now a company of our own. I can employ people.
Nice native Okowa. I greet them very well. For this fish fund where you give me, very fine. I go to do one. They empower people too.
As for Njorima David, a PLWD, his foray into fish farming as Brown Yaga beneficiary equipped him immensely for business, which has become a household name. The Job Creation Office is very sensitive to the needs of the physically challenged persons. This helps give a sense of belonging.
This thing that the government is doing is a very nice way of curbing problems of unemployment and crime.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has remained sensitive to the needs of Deltans, vulnerable, young and old. It is for this reason that he launched the Women and Widows Empowerment Program. To this end, it is also helping them to become responsible adults who could contribute to the upkeep of their families and development of the state. Government also extends empowerment to widows. Over 24 million naira monthly is spent on Widows Welfare Empowerment Scheme. 5,500 widows across the 270 wards in the state are on monthly allowance of 5,000 naira, and more widows are being brought on board to enjoy this gesture.
Okowa is the one who's paid us widows' money. That the women, we happy, we praise them very well. Thank you.
I'm self-employed and I'm even teaching other women how to use the products. So it's a great privilege and I'm really very grateful to Delta State government. We've never really had it like this before.
The Job Creation Scheme is so inclusive that it has helped these people establish their businesses and even employing other Deltans and trainers in their respective vocations and having products and services that compete well in markets outside the state.
Without this skill acquisition now, I wonder where I would have been. I can now reach out to other people through the training that have been trained by the state. Like now, I have about 9 training under me. For this, I have to say a very big thank you to our governor because they have really elevated us.
The Okowa-led government is set to double the number of graduate trainees and, more importantly, strengthen the Directorate of Youth Monitoring and Mentoring to ensure that the enterprise support packages are put to good use for lasting success.
The essence of this directorate is to monitor these beneficiaries after they've been established, mentor them on business case. Basically, like I often say, is to sustain the success of them.
We never knew that somebody is thinking of us. So it's a very good thing that the governor has brought to us. It's a dream come true.
To this end, the government had aided entrepreneurs of customized micro and small loans to increase working capital and financial resources to expand operations through the Delta State Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency, DSMSDA. Again, the adoption of the State Job Creation template by the World Bank in 2018 for other states to emulate is an attestation about the success of the initiatives.
The C4 project has a component which tallies with the objectives of the SMART agenda, and what you are seeing today, various skills through the technical and vocational, is a product of that partnership between the state government and C4 projects.
I say thank you to the World Bank and thank you to the state government. I never expected it at all. By so doing, you will eradicate poverty totally.
The desire to reverse the trend where graduates of Nigerian universities rely solely on government jobs propelled Governor Ifeanyi Okowa to direct the overhauling of the curriculum in state-owned tertiary institutions to include courses in personal development and problem solving. This has been achieved in some of the polytechnics in the state. Governor Okowa invested heavily in personnel, facilities and physical infrastructure to achieve this feat.
The students that are graduating, most of them are specialists in 1 or 2 trades. We have many that are producing soap already. Some are producing custard and selling shoes. They are into many things.
entrepreneurship is a great opportunity. It's not like we have the jobs everywhere. But when you have
the economic importance is that she will take care of herself, equally contributing in helping the family, and equally exposing this particular program to others.
Every avenue we have to partner with the youth and also to take off kids from the streets, we take advantage of it. And now that we are here, we have seen what they have showcased in this ceremony today. I assure you that the bank will be willing to partner with not just only this skill acquisition center, but other ones across the state.
The Catch Them Young policy of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa cuts across board. As a grassroots leader, Governor Okowa got the 6 technical colleges working again and even more vibrant today. The essence of this paradigm shift is to put Delta youths ahead of their peers for leadership positions in every endeavor. Today, acquiring education for the sake of obtaining a degree is no more the trend, as it has minimal guarantee for individual growth, social stability, and financial security. Consequently, skills education has become the need of the hour, as it contributes to effective nation building at both economic and social levels.
You can see the impacts generally, and within this short period, you can see the technical education centers in the states. They are working very well. You go there, a lot of the structures are on. People now have the knowledge to know that technical education is very important to our people. You can see that they are having more students presently.
It is crystal clear that the building of next job creators, managers, and strategic economic thinkers by the government is well planned, and the benefits shall continue to affect all Deltans directly and indirectly. It is a fulfillment of promise made to the electorate by the road and sports master, Governor Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa.
Come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa'S they do you better. Run, come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa'S they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta make the youth say them higher. Okowa, I see good roads everywhere in Delta make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta, say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.